Depot on the beat.
How's it guys? Damien from ATM. So thought I'd just dive into the engine on this V8 Touareg a little bit. I've already removed the engine cover, and as you can see, diesels are normally quite messy underneath here. They have the EGR systems, lots of fuel pipes and stuff like that. So it's not the nicest looking thing, which is why they have the plastic engine covers. But 4.2 TDI, twin turbos on either side of the motor. This engine is quite a long stroke motor with lower compression, which is why it's such a torque monster. They run quite a high boost from the factory as well. 800 Newton meters of torque, 340 horsepower, and on this one we did a stage 1 tune and gearbox flash for the customer. And as always with modding cars, we always want a little bit more, so he fitted a set of downpipes to it and removed the cats, removed the DPF, and we're going to upgrade it to a Pro Tune now. So we just thought we'd run some tests with it stock, do a draggy run, do a virtual dyno. We have to do a virtual dyno with our tool because it's a permanent all-wheel drive, so we can't dyno it. But the virtual dyno will give us a good indication of where the power is stock and what it is after. So we'll load the tune on it, do some tests before and after, and then see if we can show you guys the difference. But you should be able to see it in the draggy results, you know, in the 0 to 100. So we're going to run the test now with the stock tune on it, see what it goes like, and then put the tune on. But yeah, this thing's quite a beast. It's used for off-road as well, so I'm sure you'll see a bit later that it's got all-terrain tires on it. The engine's quite dusty, and these are quite capable off-road, so these things can compete with buckies off-road quite easily. And with all of this power, I'm sure it'll be a beast in the dunes as well. So cool. Customers brought it in to do an upgrade to a Pro Tune. So it had stage 1 before, and he's just got a set of downpipes fitted to it. So we're gonna update the tune for the downpipes, and also do a little bit of testing before and after to see what it does. So it's got the stock tune at the moment with the downpipes in, so we can baseline it. So we're going to get the draggy going, do a stock draggy run, and see what it does. That's 100. So 7.3 seconds. That's not bad at all. Cool. Yeah, like I said, these things are 800 Newton meters stock, so it's quite rapid. It pushes you back in the seat a lot, and you just leave it and drive. It's effortless. It's almost like a truck engine is pulling this massive body, so you don't even feel the weight. Yeah, this is gonna be it. That's perfect. That's better. Yeah, that looks like a normal graph. Put my foot down here. this thing's got our gearbox flash as well, which has made the gearbox quite a bit more responsive. It's actually quite lazy to shift. It's a big Aisin AL1000 gearbox. So if you can't guess it, that means that it's capable of handling 1000 Newton meters of torque with the stock gearbox flash. So it's quite a beast of a gearbox. Alright, we'll put the tune on it and then test again. So something interesting about these Touaregs, the V8 TDIs and the V10 TDIs, they have two ECUs. So they have one ECU independently controlling the left bank and one independently controlling the right. So it's quite literally like there's two engines in the engine bay. They operate completely independently of each other, the two banks. Its own fuel system, its own ECU for either bank. So when we flash a tune to them, we have to flash both ECUs at a time. So we'll flash ECU 1, ECU 2, which is quite interesting. You only see that sort of in the R8s, the V10 and V8 R8s, and then these big TDIs as well, along with the RS4 and the RS5s. So quite an interesting bit of info there. Okay, there we go. That's better. Yeah, that's better. So guys, we're just looking at the Dyno Run at the moment, and I just wanted to explain a couple of things. The stock run over here has a bit of a torque spike, and that's just because of torque converter slip. So we've actually tested the virtual dyno on an A4 1.4 TSI as well, and it was quite difficult to get consistent runs, especially with torque. So we would do one run that shows 240 Newton meters and then another one that shows 290. And I think it's very much down to how much the car pushes you back all of a sudden. You'll get a big spike. So this only shows a 22 Newton meter gain, but it's much more than that. So we would say with this tune, it's at least 120 Newton meter gain. You can't use this virtual dyno to read accurately at all. The results will speak for themselves in the draggy runs because the vehicle accelerates significantly faster 0 to 100, and you aren't going to get such a reduction in 0 to 100 acceleration with only 22 Newton meter gain. So just wanted to run you guys by that, but you can pretty much use the kilowatt gain as a reliable source. Yeah, that's quite a bit quicker, and that was with no launch. Yeah, that's pretty good, eh? And that wasn't an aggressive launch either. I could go more, but that's quite realistic. Yeah, I just wanted to add as well that we've gotten really awesome feedback for the first video with the info and stuff that we're giving, so we really appreciate it. And Mix, the owner of SA Talk, sent a voice note as well, so I thought we'd listen to that one. It's quite ironic with the timing as well.
So Bruce, just from my perspective and my opinion, I think that YouTube thing that you guys are starting is honestly so good, so sick. I think for me, as someone who didn't, even though I don't now, know a lot about cars and how tuning worked like 3-4 years ago, I spent a lot of time like trying to learn the stuff, and had there been a channel like yours that was as informative as yours, it would have been a lot better. So I definitely think that if you can post regular content, even if it's like one video a week, the more the better. But if you can post regular content, then you can definitely grow that YouTube channel. Yeah, honestly dig it. Good knowledge bombs, not too complicated, but also still has knowledge bombs. So yeah, bro, I actually look forward to the next one.
So that's so funny that he sends this voice note as we're pretty much finishing the edit on the second video, which I'm not doing, by the way. I'm just here to show you guys the explanation on the dyno, but we really appreciate your guys' feedback, so thanks so much.